Hey guys, and welcome to another episode of Cobra's Corner. It has been quite some time since I've put out a video, which I must apologise for. I was going to put out a Visionaries Skyclaw review before I went to AA, but I had recorded some of the stuff and I didn't like how it turned out, so I was like, I'll bin it. But I do have notes, like last year, on what I need to talk about. Last year I had a notepad, this year I have a back of an envelope. So yeah, the quality of Andy's videos is just skyrocketing at the moment, as you can tell. So obviously this is the really bad introduction to Auto Assembly 2010, and I must apologise for the drop or change in video quality at some points, because two video clips from mine, I think the first clip, which you'll see, my camera, or rather my After Effects didn't like it, neither did Premiere, so I had to like render it through the camera software, which isn't very good, but it was the only way I could get it, and it was the first shot of the day, and if I didn't have that, it wouldn't make any, well, that sequence wouldn't make any sense, so I apologise for that. And one of the shots of the collection is the same. The other clips I have taken from Magic Man. Jamie, cheers man for letting me have some of your clips. It's much better that I have that, because you got into the basically Magic Man got into the dealer room before me because I had to wait in the line. So he was I think Simon or Dave let Jamie in before me, well, before a lot of people. So he was able to go around and get a lot of shots of the dealer room, and by the time I got in I was like, I'm not shooting this because most of the stuff's gone. So thank you again, Jamie. So yeah, let's start off with well, the train station, really, because this is where me, Jai, Nicole and Phil were, because they had been staying with me. I will put up my video pre-AA, but not yet, because I want to get the AA one done first. But that's the day before, basically, we'd all gone to the Doctor Who exhibition at Newcastle Museum, Life Museum, or whatever it's called. So that'll go up at some point, but this is obviously early in the morning, and you know, we're at the train station and we're waiting for Dave, and stuff happens. Not maybe interesting stuff, but you can see how a day begins in the life of four tired Transformers fans. 8:30 in the morning, train station. Who have we got on board today? The sexy man, Jai Dizzle, who loves to shiv. The diva of diecast, Nicole. And the pervert of pavilions, or ladies in general, Mr. Phil, with his rape specs on. We await Mr. Wallace's arrival. Dave got here.
Like flexible arms. That's cool. I used to be able to do that. Phil loves himself.
Little self-loving never hurt anyone.
Yeah, so Phil stretching. What can you say? I think the video speaks for itself, really, doesn't it? So I guess from there we basically were on the train for 3 hours. Some people were looking through the almanac, asked to look through mine, because I think Phil only has the second one, I only have the first one, so we kind of traded and just had a quick flick through. I didn't want to read his on the basis that I'm hoping to get my own copy of the almanac, and I don't want to be like, oh, I've already read this, and just put it on the shelf. I want to get it and have a proper read of it, because I've had a proper read of the first one again since I've got back after meeting Jim and Bill, but I'll get onto that. After being on the train for the 3 hours, we headed to the hotel. You know, 5-minute walk from the station was fine, no problems. Got into the hotel, dumped all of our crap. Dumped all of our crap in the hotel room. Dave headed downstairs and I decided to have a quick film. Actually, no, the next clip, I'll be honest, is from a different day, but I thought I'd just put it now to get it out of the way with it. It kind of shows you what the room is like and the state we left it in. So let's have a brief look at my room and Dave's room, I suppose. There's Dave's stuff. There's my stuff, most of which is selling stuff. beds, which is good. It's quite a nice room actually, though we're not going to spend any time here. Ironing board, my jumper, a safe, and the obligatory toilet, because I want you to join Cobra. But more importantly than that, we have mini AT-AT! Mini AT-AT! Yep, you gotta love a mini AT-AT, as Jer always says, or probably should always say, just saying. After doing that, we headed downstairs to the bar where, you know, everybody gathers together and stuff. Headed down there, and then our group, which consisted, from what I remember, I must apologise, me, obviously me, Dave, Simon, Paul, Jai, Phil, obviously, Nicole headed down later. Issa joined us. I really can't remember who else was there, so I must apologise. But I think that was everyone, but honestly can't remember. We headed to Weatherspoons, or the Dragon's Inn, but it's basically Weatherspoons, which is like a go sit down and eat kind of bar area place for cheap food. And when I say cheap, I mean, you know, I may be pooping for a while on the toilet if I keep eating this food kind of thing. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure you do. I know you're giving me the look like I know what he's talking about. So we were there for a bit, had lunch, headed back to the hotel and started meeting up with people, and then I just took some random footage of like everybody together and like other stuff. Oh, one cool thing that happened was, this is kind of an embarrassing story and I feel kind of bad about it, but I'll tell you anyway because it's kind of interesting. We sat down and this guy with a goatee beard came up. He sat down and he was like, "So, is this the auto assembly group?" And I'm not doing an American accent because I'd butcher it. And he sat down and I was like, I recognize this guy's voice, but I don't know where from. I should know him, I felt. I was like, why would an American that I haven't heard of come to the UK for no particular reason bar the Transformers convention? You know, you've got Nicole, you've got Jeremy, and I kind of understand why they come because, you know, a lot of the friends are here. So it surprised me that this, basically at the time, I thought a random guy appeared and just started talking to us. I was like, this is cool, but I don't know who he is. So we chatted for a bit, and I pulled out one of my fancy business cards and I said, "Here, you may know me from the internet." And he went, "Yeah, of course I remember you." And he gives me his business card, and I go, "Oh crap, it's Jim Sorensen." Oh god, I feel so stupid. Okay, I was going to show you his business card, but then I realised, like, it's got his details on which he may not want everybody to see, so if I do get a picture of it up, it'll have all the stuff on, but I'll have blacked out all of his contact information to be like, "Hey, this was Jim's card and he gave me it," and I was like, "Woo." So I felt really stupid for doing that, but it was kind of a cool way to go, "Oh, hello Jim, how are you? Do you enjoy the UK and stuff?" Yeah, which was kind of fun. I'm thinking about what happened. We gathered around the bar and just basically waited as people came in, and we were going, "Oh, hey, it's Blair and you and other guy that I know from that place on YouTube." Probably not.
You only went because of the, let me guess, thrust, dirge, and thundercracker.
That's right.
That's the only reason you went, so there's no point in you buying the ones if in generations.
I'd agree with that.
But the first one, maybe, because it was more G1 colour schemes in generation. The generations thrust.
I'll probably pick them up if I can find them cheap though.
What I mean, generations 20. I go for it. He's at work, so there's no point for him now.
Meh.
Addy, turn your camera back towards me.
Just leave it on him, not on anybody else.
I'm with Billy. Dave's went ahead of us. Like, I'll catch you later. We're just walking nonchalant. Fuck it, right around the corner, innit?
No, I mean, what's the so you get cars.
It's going to be all day now, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Get that beer.
And you put the camera back on me again?
No.
Sit still, Wendy, don't move!
Yeah. Did you have the camera? Did you have to get over that? No, believe it or not, the only thing that I ever had a problem with was
Yeah, you wouldn't think these were shiny.
See, when I talk to you like this, I think I
So basically after that we all decided, hey, we're kind of hungry. Where should we go to eat? And somebody said, let's go back to Weatherspoons, yay! And I was like, oh god, again, we've already been there once. So we went back, and this is where fun and yet crazy problems started going down. Because me and Nicole ordered a pasta-based dish. I can't remember. I had bolognese and she had carbonara, I want to say. So, you know, pub versions of that is basically in a can. Which wasn't great. The problem was she ordered it and then we waited like 40 minutes and our food had still not came. I was sitting next to Baz, and Baz, the ever awesome trooper himself who loves a bit of wrestling, decided to have words with the guy, and it was clear that they had totally forgot about our order, because the guy was like, where's your receipt and stuff, and it's like, well, we showed him, and he was like, Baz basically went, you should give them like a free ice cream or something, and the guy went, no. And Baz was like, oh, it's on now. It's on now. So basically Baz verbally beat the crap out of them until they broke down mentally and went, we'll give them one dessert. Because this guy kept lying. They said, oh, well, we're the only Weatherspoons in town. Baz searched on his phone and was like, you're lying to me. So I just threw this little piece together to show Baz leaving the bar triumphant, as we had eaten the ice. Well, I had eaten the ice cream, but basically we shoved a knife into the cake as a basically big FU to stupid guy at Weatherspoons, who apparently nobody likes there. Even the staff are like, yeah, that guy's a bit of a douche. So if you ever go to Birmingham, you go to a place called the Dragon's Inn, look out for a blonde dude with kind of like longish kind of pie cut hairstyle, because he's a bit of a douche apparently. So, you know, eyes and ears, people, keep them out. So let's have a quick look at that little clip.
War. War. What is it good for? Let's find out inside.
I'm gonna have you, boy.
He wants to tussle. Baz loves to tussle with people in a bar. Give me my monies. Give me my monies. A warrior, leaving from a successful battle scene. A man, a true hero. His name is Baz.
I don't know yet if I won that. Might get barred tomorrow.
So after that epic victory for all Scottish kind, and just customer kind, I guess, we headed back to the bar, surprisingly. The hotel bar, not the Dragon Inn bar. And, you know, DJ Dizzle Wyatt was there. And the Mapes brothers had got him a gift, which was kind of awesome. They had gotten him a custom-made plushie swindle with removable equipment like his antenna thingies and his fusion cannon thing, which was pretty epic. Also, Nick, the True Phantasm, Tony and Raz, I think they're all part of this. They'd given him an Action Force Snowcat, I think, from what I remember, which was pretty cool. So the next couple of clips are just showing Derek playing with his little plushie swindle, which is kind of sweet.
Does he transform?
He's transforming fire.
Starscream plushie.
That's cool. Now I've got a question.
Yeah?
These two guys, they gave him that plush.
Yes.
Are they brothers?
Yes.
Okay, because they look like
No, they're completely separate. They've never met before until today.
Okay, so that was basically the end of that day, because I was like, don't know what to record now because it's just people talking, and I thought sound quality is not going to be the greatest, so I thought I'd just leave it at that, which I did. So basically, it's the next morning, we're back at Weatherspoons, and me, I was going to say, and Andy, that being me, obviously, have a sneaky plan on what to do for breakfast.
Day 2 of auto assembly. The boys are ordering their meal from the bar. However, the greatest crime, perhaps the greatest adventure, is about to be taken as I perform my breakfast from my very bag itself. Can the greatest crime be told? And also, sideways caps are cool. Fact.
What? I'm cheap. I had a box of cereal with me. I didn't want to buy a plate full of stuff that I wouldn't eat. I'd eat the beans and I'd eat maybe the toast, and that would have been it, you know. So I was like, now I'm gonna have my shreddies, thank you very much, which was kind of fun. And then we went back surprisingly to the hotel bar because this was Friday now, and you know, there was just random filming, and I thought to myself, you know, if they can have a standoff at BotCon, I can have a standoff at AA.
It feels a wee bit
Yeah, I'm filming you, Jai.
filming me.
Yeah, we just need one more person and we can have our own standoff. Oh, I get you.
A newcomer enters.
Oh, he's moving out of shot. Oh no! He's trying to be shifty. Filming you, filming me. Filming you, filming me. Yeah. Oh yeah. It's like we're kissing with our cameras. Yeah.
There you go. I totally had my Mexican standoff. And yes, I do my creepy quite a bit, but I think it's a fun sound to make. So don't judge me. Okay, so I think that's enough of me waffling in this part of the video because it's obviously way too long. So I'm dividing this into 2 parts. So I will see you in the next video clip of Auto Assembly 2010. Seriously, go see the next video.